So we are going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Aloni. I'm with Schneps Media. In Schneps Media, we publish over 80 newspapers, magazines, websites, webinars, podcasts, and events. You know us in Philadelphia as Metro, and we also have publications throughout the New York metro area, including Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Westchester, Manhattan, Long Island, and the East End, and of course, Philadelphia. So we're very happy to be here today and be able to bring you some very important information. Excited about this webinar, Women Can Connect to High-Paying Career in the Trades, which is wonderful because women can earn $500,000 or more as a welder, mechanic, or construction worker. And this is in an office or service careers. It's very exciting. And unions and employers, they're actively seeking more women to enter trade careers in the Philadelphia region. Today, we have two experts from WINC, Women in Non-Traditional Careers, to discuss these options and how to enjoy the benefits of a wonderful career. So you're certainly in the right place for that today. First, I would like to welcome Sue Hoffman. Sue is the Senior Associate Special Projects with Philadelphia Works, the city's workforce development board. She manages a portfolio of projects that explore new ways to connect unemployed and underemployed individuals to high-wage career pathways. Ms. Hoffman also serves as a program manager for the Women in Non-Traditional Careers Initiative, funded in part through the U.S. Department of Labor Women's Bureau. Her background includes 30 years of experience in nonprofit, government, and philanthropy. Welcome, Sue. Next, please welcome Tureka Dixon. Tureka is an AGMT certified union Glazier of District Council 21, Local Union 252 in Philadelphia. She's currently a recruitment coordinator and instructor for the Finishing Trades Institute, the official training provider for District Council 21. She obtained her bachelor's degree in construction management from National Labor College through a program at the Finishing Trades Institute during her apprenticeship. Ms. Dixon is a recipient of the March 2021 North American Building Trade Union's Tradeswomen Heroes Award. She's also a Women in Non-Traditional Careers Steering Committee member. Welcome. So happy to have the two of you with us today to bring us such valuable information. Welcome.
Happy to be here. Thanks for the welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So let's start at the beginning. What is WINC and what does it offer?
Great. So I can start. And WINC is a program that helps women and girls choose and succeed in trades careers. So let me share my screen and that'll help us move along. So WINC focuses on 4 industries: construction, manufacturing, transit, and utilities. And when we say non-traditional, we mean that women are less than 25% of the people in those jobs. And so we are focused on women in the trades. And you were going to actually ask me about that. So hold on one sec. And so I just wanted to also say that WINC is led by a steering committee of tradeswomen and other advocates. And so Tureka, my co-presenter here, is one of those tradeswomen and steering committee members, along with tradeswomen from SEPTA and the Electricians Union and folks from other unions and industries. So we're a project in Philadelphia that tries to get the word out that these careers are great for women, and more folks should be hiring women for these jobs.
Fantastic. It's so exciting, a whole new frontier of opportunity. So what is a tradeswoman, and why do women choose a career in the trades?
So a tradeswoman is simply a woman who works in a skilled trade. And what are examples of skilled trades? A lot of people know plumbers, carpenters, electricians, but there are many more skilled trades than that. And some examples are welders, mechanics, machinists, HVAC technicians. Those are the people who fix air conditioning and heating, sheet metal workers, and glaziers. And Tureka is a glazier. So Tureka, say one thing about what's a glazier? You have to unmute yourself first.
Yeah, that's so
I'm sorry. I apologize for that. A glazier is someone that installs glass. Anything on any commercial property, businesses, so forth, anything you see that's glass, whether it's the windows, the storefront opening, glass handrails, anything glass, that's pretty much what a glazier does. We install glass.
Great. And so women choose these jobs for a whole bunch of reasons, and Tureka will tell us more about some of the main reasons.
Yes. The reasons why women tend to steer towards non-traditional careers is because they want better pay and they want the benefits. Usually the individual likes to solve problems and they like, doing things with their hand. They're creative. They like being active and they have pride in their accomplishments. They enjoy actually walking by a construction project that they worked on and they're able to say, hey, I worked on that project, or this is something that I did. You're able to see what you've done after the fact. So that's some of the reasons why women get into some of the non-traditional careers. But as for myself, honestly, it was strictly because of the pay and the benefits. I worked for a construction company and I was the payroll an office manager. So I saw what the construction workers were making on the job, and the owner always handed out the paychecks. So this one particular day, he was unable to go out to the sites to hand out the paychecks, and he did ask me to do it. So when I did it, and I'm looking at what they're doing, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Is this what you're doing? Oh, you're doing that. And at the time, we employed laborers and carpenters. And I thought to myself, I can do this. And I'm looking at what they make and I'm looking at their benefits. I'm like, I have to get into this. This is a must. I want to be a part of this. And that pretty much started my journey. I was a laborer first. And then after 2008, when things started to slow down, someone informed me that if I get into a skilled trade, I would be able to market myself better. I will make more money and I would, have more longevity in the industry. So that's when I applied for the Glazers Union and I got in, and pretty much from there, the rest is history.
That is wonderful. You really opened your eyes to what the opportunity was and what everyone else was enjoying. And you said, why not me? And mentioning all those things, you say they're non-traditional for women, but all these things are women that are interested in creativity and pride in their work. And, they are very female desires, and certainly the pay and the benefits, 100%.
Of course.
Incredible. Sue, did you want to share a video with us?
Yes, I did. Let me share my screen and share a video.
We'll all bear with us. We all know how technology can be a challenge, but Sue is an expert.
Right. So, are you seeing this the screen?
Yes, we can see the screen.
So this is a video of WINC has put together a bunch of minute-long videos of tradeswomen telling their stories, and this is Melody Wells who's a mechanic at SEPTA. And she's telling her story.
Keeps me going is with this job that I have, it has made me financially secure. I'm able to maintain a home, a savings account, a checking account. I'm able to I was able to give my children some of the things that they needed and wanted. Along with that, I also work with now 26 years later, and in between the beginning and now, I worked alongside of some awesome women that have also came into the field.
Just have a small technical.
So was that somebody texting?
Yeah, so we didn't see the video. We could hear it beautifully.
You can hear it but not see it. Okay, so I will.
You can go ahead and play it and we can listen to it like a podcast.
Yeah, but let me share the screen again and see if we can get it this time.
Is with this job that I have, it has made me financially secure. I'm able to maintain a home, a savings account, a checking account. I'm I'm able to I was able to give my children some of the things that they needed and wanted. You know, along with that, I also work with now 26 years later, and in between the beginning and now, I worked alongside of some awesome women that have also came into the field. Whereas 26 years ago, it was just myself and Vera. But now we have mechanics, electricians, HVAC women. So it's not just me anymore. It's me and a few other women. And we often get together and talk about things that keep us going, things that keep us good at what we do.
I love that. That's incredible. And I love to hear that there are now more women. So how does a woman know if a trade career is a good fit for them?
I would say that if you're thinking about it, to research it and find out. For myself, it was seeing the work that was being done and put myself in a situation like, okay, I can do that. And I know some people are not familiar with a lot of the trades that are out there. For instance, when I applied for the Glaziers, I had no idea what a Glazier was, but they were accepting applications. So that was my way in. If they're accepting application, I'm going to apply and I'll find out what it is later. And that's also the importance of the apprenticeship programs, and they teach you everything that you need to know. But I would say to anyone that, you know, thinking maybe I'll be a carpenter, maybe I'll be an electrician, maybe I'll be a glazer, maybe I'll be a painter. Look into it, do some research and see if it's something that you enjoy doing. I know that the problem that we tend to have with so few women in the trade, we don't have other women that we can talk to about the trade. So we don't know. So that's why I like to just inform people that they have a cell phone in their hand. They have YouTube. YouTube has wonderful videos on there about women in different trades. So go to YouTube, do the research and see if it's something that you're interested in, and then, you know, move forward with any information that you know or how to get into a program, or even contacting your local union in your area.
Yeah, and I can,
Nice.
I can add to that. If one of the things we have on our WINC website is a short quiz, and then we have a longer quiz. So if anybody on this webinar is interested in knowing if trades career is a good match for them, they can go to our website, and let me bring that up and make sure that you can all see it. Can you see the website?
I also shared the website as well, just in the chat right now, so everyone can see it there as well.
Great, great. So on the screen is this pop-up quiz. And just to reiterate again, are you interested in great pay and benefits? Yes. Are you good at solving puzzles and problems? That's often something that a lot of tradeswomen like to do. Do you want to be free of college debt? Because if you train in an apprenticeship, you earn and learn at the same time without debt. And do you like to work with your hands and create? And do you like repairing items when they break? Well, maybe me, not so much. Do you prefer being active and not sitting? This is a really big one. People who like to be standing up. If you work in a kitchen already, in the back of a kitchen, or you're a bartender or a server, or you work in a home care and you're on your feet all day, you're somebody who might enjoy the trades because you're not sitting all day and you're active.
Or a mother.
Or a mother, exactly. You're not sitting all day when you're taking care of kids. And so that's a quick quiz. Then we also have a longer quiz, which is a 20 section quiz that you can go deeper and really see if that's a good fit for you.
I love this. You know, I think everyone who's on the call right now has already taken the first step and has said, maybe this could be good for me. And these quizzes are just such a perfect step. And then from there, you know, YouTube and taking a look at online about more about each of these things. I mean, it really is right there at your fingertips. So, let's say a woman decides, yes, I'm interested and there's something here for me. I understand that WINC has a readiness program. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we can. So we understood that it's really helpful for women to explore the careers in a safe space where they're going to be able to try things out and learn about what the trades are like for women. And so we put together a tradeswomen readiness program. It runs over the summer. It'll be starting July 12th. And these are the women who were in the program you're seeing on the screen last summer. There were 8 tradeswomen, and you can learn construction math, safety, fitness. There are tours of apprenticeship programs, and you get a mentor for the year. So all of these tradeswomen have a mentor for the year, because it really, honestly, it's not like you're going to go into this program and get a job the next day or the next week or even the next month. You have to apply. It's sort of like college. If you're interested in a union apprenticeship, there's a 3-month application period. And so you have to be able to organize your life so that you want to get into these careers that are high paying, and it's going to take you some time to organize that and make it happen. So that's what we help people learn about: how to get into an apprenticeship, how to get into a manufacturing job, how to get more training. And it's a 7-week program in the summer. People who are interested in applying can apply directly to the instructor of that program, who is a colleague of Tureka's at the Finishing Trades Institute. It's a free program because Philadelphia Works, along with the U.S. Department of Labor, is funding this program. And you need to be 18 or older to enter the program. And email Erin at fti.edu. FTI is the Finishing Trades Institute. And so it's located in far northwest Philly. So you have to be able to get to far northwest Philly, either on a bus or on your own transportation. And we can help you subsidize public transportation or gas cards if that's an issue.
I did share Erin's email address as well as the career link in the chat. So if anyone wants to access it there. Also, please note, we'll send you an email tomorrow and it'll include Erin's email address as well as this link too. So thank you for that. That's very exciting, this kind of a program that helps people get ready and create mentors from the get-go. I mean, that's kind of unheard of in most industries. So this is obviously, you can tell I'm excited because it's just such a great opportunity. So why aren't there more tradeswomen? I mean, we heard before that there are more than there were, but why has it been such a lag in women taking advantage of these phenomenal careers?
Yeah, that's a great question. If they're so great, why aren't more women doing it? And for me, there are really 3 different components of why. And unfortunately, one of them is that there is stigma, discrimination, and this idea about women's work that we really need to bust through and get rid of. Those are outdated attitudes and behaviors. Some employers and unions, family members, educators still hold this idea that there's something that it's okay for women to do and not. And so we really are going to bust through that with all of these good photos and stories of women who succeed in the trades. The second reason is that a lot of these career pathways are just unknown. We want to light them up so that women know how to explore, how to prepare, how to apply for and get these jobs. And then the third reason is, and the third thing that WINC works on is tradeswomen reaching back and reaching out to the next generation of tradespeople. So the mentorship, tradeswomen supporting each other to grow and stay in the careers will make the environments better for the next group of women who come in. So while WINC works on all three, this webinar is really focused on lighting up those career pathways.
Mhm.
And that's what we want to do, and answer everybody's questions.
And Tureka, thank you so much for being here and showing us,
Yes.
a woman who is successful, and you had a tougher road to it, right? You had to kind of explore and find it on your own. And now today, I'm so thrilled that you're all sharing this with all the people that are on this webinar and showing them exactly what they need to do as a next step. And that's really very exciting.
Yeah, it is.
You want to share about how something about getting notified of training and apprenticeship opportunities, Sue?
Sure. Let me share the screen again and let you all know that WINC is collecting the names and phone numbers of all of the prospective tradeswomen so that we can be in touch with you. So if you're ready to explore a career in the trades and you want to get emails or texts that say, for instance, Philly Shipyard is welcoming apprenticeship applications, or Pico is hiring mechanic trainees. If you want to receive messages like that, including information about how to apply for the summer tradeswomen readiness program that WINC runs, please text START NOW to 267-594-3004, or in the chat there'll be a URL for a link where you can sign up for emails, or you can just put your phone on the, if there's a way that you can use this QR code. There are lots of ways to connect with us. So
Absolutely.
Also just email us at wincproject@philoworks.org, and all of this contact information will be coming to you after the webinar.
Yes, it's in the chat right now. And honestly, I want to challenge every single one of you that is on this webinar. Text right now. You should get this information. Have it at your fingertips. Why not? You're here for a reason. You found this webinar for a reason. Keep yourself informed. They've made it so easy. It's so exciting. So I'm just going to encourage you all. Text, grab the QR code, hit the email link, and like Sue said, you're going to get this by email as well. So one thing I would love, because we're so lucky to have, both of you here with us today. And I always love to ask our guests, because we're getting a little bit behind the scenes, a special opportunity talking to the two of you. What is something that you would share with a friend, a close friend, maybe a family member who's thinking about a career in the trades?
One thing I want to say, as far as the QR code and texting, even if you share it with any female that that may have an interest, that you think may be interested. Just share it. But one of the things that I do say to family members, I always mention the pay and the benefits. And I mentioned that because it allows you the opportunity to take care of your family adequately. It allows you the opportunity to have health care that a lot of people don't have, or if they do have it, they may pay, high co-payments and so forth. So there's also the pension and annuity, which is missing from a lot of the so-called traditional jobs. So I always mention those points and point out how important it is, especially when you think about the future. So when I say that, then of course people are like, oh, well, that much money. Okay, well, I'm interested. But then I do go into the fact that you still have to work. It's not just a job where you're just, laying back and cruising, but you do have to work. You do have to apply yourself. So, but that's always the first thing I mention, the pension, annuity, and the pay and the benefits. Like, it's just amazing.
It's so important because, as women, we're all working hard, right? So get your worth back, set up a secure life for yourself and for your family. Absolutely. Sue, what was something that you would tell a friend or a family member?
Yeah, I would say do that fit test first. Like, really look into yourself and say, am I somebody who can get up every day work hard and be active and engage with people who maybe aren't like me and have a little grit. So part of it is, you know, am I somebody who can you know, work hard, get paid really well for it, and let everything else roll off my shoulder, you know, and stick up for myself and be assertive when I need to, of course. So it's a little bit about knowing yourself and say, and really exploring. It's like, well, okay, so let me look at this video. Let me talk to that person. Let me really see if this is for me, because it can be for you. And that's what's really exciting. I think the other thing that I wanted to share really quickly is that there are lots of other training opportunities if you don't want to, if you're not able to come to the summer daytime program. On the WINC website, there's a link to this whole list of free construction and manufacturing training programs. Then there are tuition-based programs where you could probably get financial aid. And then all of the other resources we're talking about today, like how do you get into an apprenticeship? How do you connect with CareerLink? Are there other places I can find training and preparation resources? So this is something that if you sign up for the texting service, you'll get a link to this. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows that WINC has put this together, and we're going to keep updating this page so that everybody can get access to those careers. Once you figure out, yeah, I think this is for me. I want to check it out. I want to do this.
Fantastic. So is this available on the WINC website? Or
Yes,
just
so let me just show you the WINC website. And here is the link right up here. Fewer than 10% of women go into non-traditional careers. Click here for the trades training programs in the Philly region. So if you click there, you go right to this page.
Perfect.
philworks.org/women dive into the trades.
And we're going to share all of these links with you. I've put a lot of them in the chat, but if you miss them in the chat, no problem. I've shared them with you so that you can access, and you'll get it again tomorrow right into your email box. So you can look for that tomorrow. So thank you for this. I mean, it's really eye-opening and exciting. And, you know, it's so important for people to know what's available to them, because really life is, sky's the limit, and you just don't know where to start. And I think today you've given us such a tremendous view on where to start. I know I'm telling everyone I know about this because I think it's so exciting, even for young women who are in middle school and starting out high school, like even at that level, to start thinking about these kind of careers. Because I think, you know, that's another way to get more women involved in these kind of careers, is start talking to young girls even. So I know that I'm going to talk to my daughter and her friends about these opportunities, and wonderful to hear them. So what I'd like to do now is we do have some wonderful questions from our attendees. If that's okay with you, we can get started answering some of those. So let me jump over here to our chat, and thank you. Please, if you haven't asked a question in the chat yet and you want to, please do so. So Shaylin wanted to know, are there any age restrictions to this opportunity? She would love to get her students involved.
Right, so most of these opportunities are 18 and over opportunities. There are some youth programs. YoACAP is a youth program, and PowerCore PHL is a youth program. They're not women only or girls only. There's also a summer camp for girls in middle school and high school. And do you remember what that's called, Tureka, the summer camp?
I want to say NAWIC, something with NAWIC, but I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Right, MyWIC, it's the MyWIC camp.
MyWIC.
Women in construction run it. And you can also ask the WINC project if we can come out, and we do give presentations to high school classrooms and middle school classrooms, and we can train counselors and teachers to present this information to their students as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a great question. Excuse me, a great answer. So Jennifer wanted to know, is there a cost for the Readiness program?
The Readiness program is free, and our trades training list tells you which programs are free and which are tuition based.
Wow, that's incredible. We have a question here. What kind of salary does an experienced tradeswoman earn, and what's the starting salary that one could expect? We've been talking about the financial, so let's get down to it. I like that question.
For first year apprentices in most of the trades program, the range is roughly $18 to $25 an hour. It depends on what trade that you get into, because every trade is a little different. And once you become a journey person after your 4-year apprenticeship, you can make anywhere from $40 to $80 an hour. And that, again, depends on the trade that you choose. So there's a significant amount of money. And I also like to tell individuals that that's the money that's in your paycheck, that's in your pocket. And on the back end, money that you don't see is where your healthcare, your annuity, and your pension comes from. So when I mention those dollar ranges, that's in your paycheck, in your pocket.
Yeah, and I can add that at SEPTA and PICO and manufacturers around Philadelphia, you can make $14, $15, $16, $17, $18 an hour to start, and then you don't, the progression really is based on your skill level, and a lot of the training happens on the job. And so you might need some outside training in welding, for example. If you're really into welding, you probably need to take a welding class. That's hard to teach on the job, but there are other skills that you can learn on the job in manufacturing and in transit. And you can start with that kind of good pay, at least $15, if not more, like $18 an hour. And the thing that I like to say is, if you double that and think about what your annual salary is, right? So somebody making $15 an hour makes approximately $30,000 a year. So that's what you can do in your head. If you're making $18 an hour, then that's $36,000 a year. So, and it goes up like that. So when you're making $40 an hour, you're making $80,000 a year. And that's what we're talking about.
That's wonderful. And also what Tureka is saying, you cannot forget about the medical and the pension. I mean, these are incredibly valuable. Medical care is very expensive. And having that covered is, you can really add that to the bottom line of what you're.
That's right. And all of the industries have benefits.
And if I can also add, when you're in the apprenticeship program, every year you're getting roughly a 20% raise. So that's how you gradually increase to that top rate. So you're getting raises every year. And if you look at the amount of money that you make in that span, most jobs are not giving you the large raises every year. It's just not happening. So that's another thing I would like to add about that.
I wanted to just give a shout out to State Representative Derisha Parker is actually here with us. So thank you for joining us, State Representative. It's wonderful to see our politicians standing behind this incredible program. So thank you for being here. So the next question I have over here that Robin wanted to know, do all trades have the same apprenticeship length? And how long is an apprenticeship typically?
Apprenticeships are pretty much 4 years. They're usually a 4-year apprenticeship program. That's usually the typical length of
some are 5.
And do people get paid during an apprenticeship, or do they have to really have income from another area during that apprenticeship time?
That's the beauty of trade work, is that it is a paid apprenticeship program. And like, for instance, like Sue was saying, like if you start at $18 an hour, you're paid $18 an hour your first year. Your second year, depending on your trade, you may get anywhere from a $2 to $5 increase. Your third year, it increases from there, it's roughly 20%. And the reason why the pay increases is because every year of your apprenticeship, you're learning more. You're, sharpening your skills and you're learning everything there is about your trade. So once you finish the 4 or 5 year program, you're now a journey person. You're now very proficient in your trade and you can do your trade. And that's why you make the higher wages.
Wonderful.
So it is paid. So you don't have to worry about that. It's definitely paid. That's the beauty of it.
Fantastic. So Megan wanted to know, can someone who's looking for a career change in her 40s be able to get a job in the trades?
Absolutely. And I like to say that because I got started late. When I got into the Glazier's program, I was 35. So you can get in at a later age. As long as you're physically able to do the work, you can do it. And I like to let women know that because it was a career change for me. It was something I never thought about doing, and I found out about it later on in life. And, I just went for it and progressed from there. But definitely, as long as you're physically able to do the work, you can definitely get in at an older age.
You don't even look 35 now, my God.
Oh, thank you.
It's true. So as I'm thinking about how beautiful and young you look,
Thank you.
how, it's something that women probably think about is what is it like working with so many men and being, a minority in that way? How do women deal with that?
As far as myself, I look at them as my brothers. You have your younger brothers and you have your older brothers. You have your older brothers that are going to protect you. You have your older brothers that's going to tease you. You have your younger brothers that's going to protect you. You have your younger brother that's going to tease you. And that's how I look at it. For the most part, we are family. Like the union is family. We take care of one another and we make sure that everyone is okay. But you do have those individuals that will try to challenge you. And in the event that you come across that, you just let them know, you just have your boundaries and you draw a line and you let them understand, don't cross this line and I won't cross the line and so forth. But I look at it as my brothers, really. And I can say from my personal experience that it's been a beautiful thing. As far as my trade and my local, I can speak for as a whole. We take care of one another. We're there for one another. I can go to them. They could go to me on a job site. If I don't speak up for myself, sometimes they speak up for me before I speak up for me. If anything, is going on or something that they don't like or any safety issues or so forth. So I do say I just treat them like my brothers. And just like any other job that you may have, it may be 1 or 2 individuals that you may not like. And that happens. We're all human. But another wonderful thing about being in the trade industry and going to the different construction sites, you move around. So it may be an individual that you don't care for, but you may only have to suck it up for 3 or 4 months, but overall, I can honestly say that it's been a beautiful experience. And I have plenty of younger brothers and older brothers that are willing to give me a hand and help me out and protect me out there on the site.
I love it. Thank you. That's beautifully said. Denise wanted to know, what are the hours for the 7-week program in July?
Great.
They're asking very specific questions.
Very specific. So
like
it's during the day, Tuesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And again, it's in far northeast Philadelphia at the Finishing Trades Institute on Hornig Road.
Nice. Wonderful. So we have a question here. I noticed a lot of the apprenticeships on the WINC website need HSE training. Would you recommend starting with the summer readiness program first, or is it better to reach out to apprenticeships unions directly?
Yeah, so it's really up to the individual. So high school equivalency is absolutely needed both for the tradeswomen readiness program and for apprenticeship programs and most trades work. So you need to have math skills. So if you don't have a math, if you haven't had math in a while, a math refresher is going to be really, really important to apply for any of these programs. And often they also have mechanical aptitude tests as well. So that's what I would say is it's a math refresher, but anybody can apply to an apprenticeship program. You don't need the readiness program. The readiness program will help you connect to those apprenticeship programs. It'll really help you make a choice. Well, which trade am I more interested in? You'll get a mentor. But again, that program is only, we only have slots for 15 women this summer. So if we get a lot of interest, we're going to have to, put folks on a waiting list. So absolutely go for whatever you need to do and you don't have to wait.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Katie wants to know, do you have to be 18 when you apply to the program or 18 when the program starts? Again, I love this question because Katie, I love your excitement.
Right. It's 18 when it starts.
Perfect. And is there an age where up until? So, when someone asks, like, could you be in your 40s? Can you be any age and join the Readiness program as long as you're above 18?
Yes, you can. Yeah, we've had one of the women in our Readiness program was in her early 50s, and she saw, a good 15 or 20 more years of her career. And so, yeah, no upper age limit.
Wonderful. So, before we end, because we could stay here all day, we're also excited about this. Tell us what the next steps are. So someone's been on this webinar, they're excited about this opportunity. Give us the next few steps they should take right away.
Okay, great. So I would say, let me just share my screen and this will be helpful. So if you're interested in next steps, this is just more about do you qualify? So 18, being drug-free, that's the other thing we didn't say, Tureka, right? You can't even be doing weed on the weekends. This is safety is number one in the trade. So you gotta, again, look into yourself. You have to be drug-free to work in the trades. So you can just be in touch with us at wincproject.org. There's a contact list there. You've got Start Now. Start Now to 267-594-3004. You go to the trades training list and see if you're interested in training. You look at the videos on the YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. So you can look at our YouTube channel and say, maybe I want to be a welder. Maybe I want to be a glazier. Maybe I want to be a carpenter. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where we also post stories about tradeswomen and upcoming opportunities to connect to the trades. So many, many ways for you to explore how to connect to the trades, how to take a next step. And only you know when you're ready and what kind of trade appeals to you.
Perfectly said. Thank you so much, Tureka, Sue. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this opportunity with everyone and with me too. I'm very excited about all of this. So take your next step. You're here. To all of our attendees, thank you for being here. It's not a coincidence that you're here. You showed interest. Get those text messages, go to the website, see what's good for you, get started, and enjoy a wonderful career that you can be proud of and that can support you and that can bring you joy and security. So thank you so much again, Sue, Tureka. Thank you so much for everyone who is here and joining us this afternoon. I wish you all to stay well, stay healthy, and we'll look forward to seeing you on a future webinar. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.